Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Jeanette Collins and this is Stampin' to Connect because I like to connect with as many people as I can, and I also connect by making cards and sending them in the snail mail. This is my last card for Sweet as a Peach. This is card number 7. I have absolutely loved working with this, and I actually ordered a whole set of paper today that goes with the set because I enjoy it so much, and it's on sale. So I hope you got to take advantage of the paper sale on the site. All right, again, as you all know, this is my little bowl of die cut goodies and little strips and die cut peaches and the flowers, all the good stuff. And basically today is my card is going to consist of mostly a paper piecing and then stamping on the inside. I will be stamping with Calypso Coral today. All right, for this card today, you'll need just a regular A2 size card base. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and today I'm using a side fold. Okay, and then you're also going to need a card panel, and I have it right here. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, okay. The inside panel, which I like to stamp on in case I mess up, is 4 by 5 1/4, so just a quarter difference. And then I have these beautiful pieces. I haven't used any of the blue, and actually I'm waiting to get those special dies that cut the borders. I think they're called border dies, so that I can use some of that. There's a pretty stripe blue, let me show you, in the paper pack. This one that I can't wait to use more fully, you know, with the border dies. So anyhow, so this paper right here, the peach DSP peaches side is 3 1/2 by 5 1/4, and then you can see I have 2. It's just the back side of this. This paper, because this was cut 6 by 6, so these are 1 inch by 5 1/4. So in there, they would fit together. So that's what I'm using today, and then we'll stamp the inside. So basically, to get started, all I'm going to do is take my card base and my glue, and I'm going to glue down this little piece first, this 1 inch piece. And I do use the liquid glue, like in all my other cards. I just got an order today, and I did have a couple new stamps in there, so I can't wait to get in that box and pull them out and make some things so I can show you more. All right, so I'm trying to leave at least, whoa, let me get it moved over. That's why I like did y'all see how I slid it over? This is 1/8 of an inch on top and on bottom. Since this is 5, cut it at 5 1/4, it will leave an 1/8 inch, and I'm trying to get that 1/8 inch to show right there. And then this piece, I'm going to put it right on top, but I'm going to be looking for that 8 inch over here. So it's 8 inch all the way around. Oh, okay. There's the tiny little squiggly lines, not very much glue. When I was looking at this paper, I was trying to cut it where I would get this big peach right in the kind of to the left center. So that's the way it was cut. I know when my mother sewed for me and my 4 sisters, That's what she was always so conscious about, was where the pattern met at the seams. And she would work so hard to get the patterns to meet where you didn't have where it looked like the patterns were off. So they were seamless, I guess. So that was one of her things. I learned to sew, but I didn't learn to sew to her expertise. She sewed all our clothes. All right, so that's how that looks. And the paper does so much. You don't have to be, like I said, a major artist, design artist, to make beautiful cards, especially when you have DSP, designer series paper, that is as pretty as this. All right, now I'm going to take some of my little die cuts and pull them in here. Let's see. Here's a peach. And I also, now this was the happy birthday stamp, and I just cut around it, so I did it with my scissors. And I thought I would use this little die cut on this peach. So let me just do that now. Even though this it's a busy pattern, I thought if I would maybe lift it, that it would kind of show off. So I am going to put glue here. Gosh, this morning when I woke up, I thought it was Friday. I thought it was the holiday weekend. Not yet. Actually, I have an appointment tomorrow, and it's on Friday, and so I had to ask Alexa, what day is it today? Isn't that terrible? All right, so got that on there. And like I said, I'm probably going to put this up. But like before, I believe in grounding your little items like this. So what I did is I'm taking one of my little strips out of the bowl. I just pulled it out of here. And I'm going to lay it here to take a look. Let's see, I could put happy birthday here. And that actually looks, see how much nicer it helps that lift off because I'm grounding it. And then maybe that's enough. You know what? I think it is. I think this is going to be all I'm going to put on here, except that I need to make this a banner. You know what? Let me pull another one of these little leaves. Maybe just the little leaf under here will be enough. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so let me snip this. You know what? I have another one that I can grab my scissors. Okay, this one will work. This one actually is, it's already in a flag, so I'm going to put this flat. I'm going to glue the happy birthday on. Make sure I'm in your view. There. Slide this over, and I can leave that flag to curl up just a little bit. That's enough dimension right there. I'm not going to put everything on dimension because am I a dimensional rebel? You may be thinking, well, I would put it all on dimensionals, and that's fine. I'm just going to put only half of the glue on it, and then just get one little dimensional, if I can see where I put them. Where are you? Okay. I'm just going to use one dimensional on the tail, like near the tail. Okay. So I put glue about 3/4 of the way and one dimensional. And now I'm going to put happy birthday on the front. Remember, your cards do not have to be a work of art. Let's see. As much as we like all that, I'm going to keep pulling it down till I think it looks right. I think that looks pretty good. Just has that little flag lifting just on that one end. Yeah. All right, now let's go to the inside. Okay, it is a white card base, and I could do everything that I want just on the card base, but I'm not brave, and I like to use a panel to work on my card base. So let's do that. Oh, I was going to do something with this. That's right. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this, try to tuck it underneath that birthday as much as I can. I should have done that right away, but I think I can still maybe do it. Or, come on, maybe it will give me time to pull it up. You know, it seems like you always forget something. There, it is going under. Hallelujah! Okay, I got it to tuck underneath that birthday. Awesome. There, see? I added dimension that way. Now look at it. See? Just a little afterthought there, but I like it. Okay, so it has a little dimension on this side, and then this gives it a little dimension, and I can use a tiny little glue dot. Let me put a small one of these small ones behind that leaf, just so I know it won't flatten when I put it in the mail. Well, it would help if I get it on there. All right, there. Isn't that awesome looking? See, and it's like I didn't really need to put it there because you see all these leaves here, but it just gives that little hint of dimension. That's great. Okay, now this panel. Let's see. I wanted to use the same blue on here just to kind of give it a little nod to the front. And instead of putting it on the left side, I'm going to put it over here on the right side. I think about right there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And then I'll be able to stamp a little something next to it. Let's see. Pull it down just a bit. That's pretty good. Now I can take this little element that and I'm going to put it flat. I'm going to put it flat and probably at that angle. It really doesn't matter. I'm just looking at the leaves. I don't want them to fall off. So I'm taking my glue again, and I'm going to put this little die cut. Again, if you don't stamp and die cut a bunch at a time, well, let me just put it this way. If you have never done it, you should try it, because it really is fun when you're making your cards, and you don't have to stop and get up and go to your die cut and die, emboss and die cut machine. just to cut out a peach. So, and then it gives you other ideas. Since I have them all in the bowl, I can kind of play with them when I'm like, what do I want to do here? Now, since this is a happy birthday card, happy birthday, I wanted to use Sweet as a Peach, but I also wanted to use Your As. So I'm going to take this tiny little stamp and I'm going to set it right on top. I'm probably going to have to get something besides my fingers. I'm going to put it right on top of that stamp. Okay, now, did you see how they kind of grabbed each other? And I want to move it over about right there. That's close to center. It's not perfect, but it looks close enough. All right. Now see how they complement each other? I have the blue and the blue. All right. Now what I want to do is to take my block, which is needs to be cleaned, and I want to stamp both these together. Lift. Okay, I got them. So as you can see, they're stuck on there together. So just a little trick. And now my Calypso coral. I got Calypso coral in lots of places, besides not just my stamp. Let me wipe that off. Okay, here we go. Move this out of my hand so I don't, and try to put it as straight as I can. Not pressing hard. And hold the paper down and lift straight up. There you go. Looks great. Again, it's a simple piecing together, but you know, I like simple. I actually played with this little bow, thinking, you know, I can put a bow somewhere. But as I told y'all, I'm not much into bows, but you know, every once in a while I'll put ribbon in a bow, but not on this one today. So to finalize this, we're going to put that little bead of glue and put this on the inside of the card. Another reason I like using a panel on the inside is it really does help give your card a little more body. That means it gives it a little bit more sturdiness. And here's my card. Happy birthday, with the little popped up here and this little flag I made. You're as sweet as a peach. I think it looks cute. I think the little blue just adds a lot to the inside. And with me working with it as a panel, I was able to cut it to that 5 1/4 size, just as I did here, 5 1/4. Now, I wanted to show you a card I made earlier. Let's see. On the day 6 card was this one, where I did To a Sweet Friend, and I, you know, bordered it with the green, and I used the green, leafy green on top of the white circle. And then on the inside it says, happy birthday, have a peachy day. Well, I actually did almost the same design, except I remembered I purchased this rose gold paper, and I cut, instead of the green, I cut the 2 little strips out of the rose gold. And then if you'll look at my video on this one, you'll know I was playing with the green dyes the green paper, and I did the scallop die there. Well, again, all I did was pick out of my bowl. I used that die. I used the little peaches this time. I put Winka Stella on the peaches. I used the champagne little jewels. And then I put the little die cut that was already in my little bowl. It says, "Let's celebrate you." And then on the inside, look what I did. It's so fun. I used Winka Stella on this little die cut. And then my happy birthday set came from the Biggest Wish set. So I used the happy and the birthday. And then I put Have a Peachy Day, which is in the Sweet as a Peach. Just kind of, all the way around. So I thought it turned out really cute. That gold, just so you'll know where I pulled it from, it was this, the Gold and Rose 6x6 metallic specialty paper. So there's several sheets of the gold, and I used this rose gold just for those tiny strips, and it made such a huge impact, especially on those Calypso corals. So that's just another idea for you, when you're thinking of maybe doing this one. All right, that's all I have for you, and I'll see you again next time. Remember that if you need a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and would like to, if you've never made cards before, if you'd like to learn, you can find me at JeanetteCollins.stampinup.net. And that is my shop. It's Jeanette 1N Collins.stampinup.net. And my June host code, I appreciate if you'd use that. KEW6T4AR. Oh, you know what? Today is July. Oh, well, never mind. I will see you again next time. Thank you for being here.